Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K exclusive Best Buy Steelbook of Jumanji The Next Level. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I'll put a link for that in the description. Okay, Jumanji The Next Level is here as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Now there's also a standard slipcover edition, but I typically collect the steelbooks unless the artwork is really bad. But no, here we go. I'm going to jump right in and talk about the picture quality and audio. But first, let's do a quick unboxing of the steelbook. Okay, we have Jumanji The Next Level steelbook here. Not a huge fan of the artwork, I'll be honest. I think the previous entry looked a little bit better in my opinion. But here we go. Best Buy exclusive steelbook, front cover. It's got a bit of a shine to it. And then we have the back cover and the spine. And then interior, we have some disc artwork and case artwork, which is always appreciated, even if it's pretty much blank on that side. But yeah, all right, not too bad. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Typically, a 4K release being released by Sony is going to be something that you can rest assured visually it's going to look fantastic. And this is no exception. I think Sony did a great job with Jumanji The Next Level. Everything looks great here. As far as, the movie takes place in several locations. You got the jungle, the desert, and other like mountain regions, and they're all kind of like different seasons, as it were, and it's all well represented here with the 4K HDR. Now, this being a disc release, Sony has recently kind of abandoned the Dolby Vision format for HDR only on physical release. It seems a lot of studios are apparently doing that, but here the HDR is well realized, and it's a fantastic looking overall presentation here for the 4K. Now, the film itself is upscaled, so it's not going to be a true native 4K. But don't let that worry you. It's still beautiful presentation. Everything is well realized here. Detail wise, skin textures, costuming, the locations, like especially like the desert, you get the almost like the individual grains of sand you can kind of see. It's beautiful here. It really looks good here, and it's an overall good level of detail throughout the film. Color wise, great. Also, once again, the CGI elements, I think in particular, are rendered mostly, I believe, down in the 2K section, so they kind of match the live action fairly nicely, and nothing particularly really stands out or anything. I mean, there's a couple obvious CGI elements here and there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good and integrated with the actual film. Now, as far as black levels go, it's not the presentation of the 4K itself with the HDR kind of makes the picture a little bit darker, comparatively over to the Blu Ray side. But for that reason, it's still a more filmic look. It looks great. It's not obtrusive or anything. And black scenes, like nighttime scenes, are well realized, and they look great. No problems in that camp whatsoever. On the audio side of things, over on Jumanji The Next Level in 4K, we are given a DTS:X presentation by Sony. DTS:X is the latest, as far as implementation by Sony on their home format. So pretty much Dolby Atmos people are, kind of out of luck here. But DTS:X is still a very good overall presentation here on the 4K format. Just the action scenes in particular are very well realized. They're very dynamic. They fill the room very nicely, and they have a lot to do throughout the various speakers. Just the overall action scenes. The ostrich stampede in particular stands out. The LFE kicked in really nicely, and the speakers, your mid levels, your rears, and even your high speakers have a lot to do sprinkled throughout the film. But in that particular scene, everything sounded pretty good, and very good. Overall, very nicely rendered here in DTS:X. Now, the center channel sounds great. Dialogue comes through nice and clean, clear, easy to understand everybody. No problems in that arena. The front levels sounded good. Very nice presentation. They handle a lot of the action throughout the film. Everything from a good, one-on-one, fist fights, Everything sounds great up there. It's really, really nice overall. It's very clean, easy on the ears, and it just sounds great. Your mid-levels, your rears, they have a lot of ambient and action mix, going throughout the presentation of the film. Everything from atmosphere to action, it's all done fairly well in the mid-levels and the rears, and front to back, seamless transition, as far, in those rare instances when your sound's traveling from your front of your theater to your back, and it sounded great. Your height speakers have quite a bit to do. Everything, I believe there's one, the helicopter scene throughout the film. There was good use of the height speakers. A couple scenes throughout in the mountain scene, made use of it. I thought I could hear wind. So it definitely gets used, and I think it's utilized fairly frequently throughout the film. LFE kicks in very aggressively and quite frequently, and of course, because of that earlier mentioned scene with the ostriches, it really comes to life. And of course, the board, with the thumping of the Jumanji theme, also very well realized. So it definitely gets a good workout throughout the film. So that is my review of Jumanji The Next Level. I'm going to go ahead and give the picture quality HDR10 of Jumanji The Next Level. I'm going to give that a solid A. I think it's great presentation, colors pop, detail. It's just the clarity is overall very, very nice. I think this would have gotten bumped up a little bit more if this were more of a native 4K image. But I think for what we got here, it's a very beautiful looking picture. As far as the audio mix goes, I'm also going to give that a solid A. It's very strong. LFE kicked in very nicely. It's an overall very aggressive track. Action scenes, quieter moments, they all sound great here, and I think you're very pleased with the presentation overall. So that is my review. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check out Jumanji The Next Level in 4K and what your thoughts were. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.